Hey guys, how you doing, man? Robbie Eddy, the owner of Spectrum AC. We're gonna go over, one of the jobs we're doing. I tell you guys all the time, the reason I named my company Spectrum AC is because we do the whole spectrum, of air conditioning, whether it's refrigeration, air conditioning, and commercial buildings, residential households, custom. We do installs, we do service, maintenance, we do huge chillers. I was just actually in the car driving here and talking, right now, telling him that we got a big 200-ton chiller that we're doing in North Carolina. And, so we take on any projects, man. So we like to just really, let everybody know that, man, it doesn't matter how big or how small the job is, Spectrum AC will do the job, and we'll do a good job at it. We pride ourselves off quality, service, and integrity, man. And as you see our job box here, man, like how many companies got a job box that they wrap it like that, man? We take pride and passion in everything we do. And it's important to us, man. James is one of our main top chiller guys, man, in heavy commercial jobs. This is the Darth Vader Building. I don't know if you guys know very well, anybody who's from West Palm. I was born and raised in West Palm Beach in Florida. So like the Darth Vader Building, man, I remember seeing that as a kid. Like, this is one of our jobs. We're here working. So we're gonna just go over some of the work that we're doing here so you guys can see. Again, it don't matter if it's ductwork, chillers, ice machines, we do it all. And again, I wanna make it clear, man, that we're not overpriced. Spectrum AC isn't the most expensive, but we're also not the cheapest. We're usually about in the middle, but there's no job too small, too big that we can't do. So I really like for you guys to give us a call, but I'm gonna give it over to James here so he can talk about a little bit of the work that we're doing here. James.
Okay, thank you, Rob. So if you step over this way, I'm gonna show you what we're doing. We're putting in water-cooled units, heat pumps for this whole area. And they built this a platform, as you can see up here, made out of wood. And we're gonna set these big units over here on top, and then we're going to come up with our condenser water piping, which is right here. Obviously it's not finished yet. And then we're going to pipe it to the units, and then we're going to have beautiful spiral ductwork. If you look to your left, you see a spiral ductwork set up, ready to roll. And we're going to just come right into this beautiful space, and all that beautiful spiral ductwork, and how we're going to hang it is with aviation cable. So it's going to look like the duct is floating in the air without being held by anything. That's how we do work here. Professional, elite, great work. Also, a couple pointers. When we do piping and we put things together, we use heavy-duty materials. We just don't use small braces. We use heavy-duty. Over here, you can see we hang with half-inch threaded rod. We're using deep channel clamps. Usually it's not done like this, but this is something I discovered from working in New York for many, many years in Manhattan. This is how we do it. It's more stable, it's sturdy, and it looks a lot more professional.
And one of the things I want to come in with the professionalism that James is talking about is, man, with our company, our biggest motto is quality, service, and integrity. And I believe, man, integrity is what you're doing when nobody's looking, right? So it's important that when we're on these jobs, man, that the guys that work for us are all highly trained. James been doing air conditioning for like 50 years, man. He was up in...
Hey, listen. Wait, let's get this on camera. I'm old, but I'm not that old. Hey, James, 42 years.
James been doing air conditioning for 100 years, man.
And he still looks great.
All actually out of you, over 25 years of experience minimum in air conditioning up in Manhattan. And dude, those are, when you're up at places like that, big buildings and stuff like that, man, you're dealing with huge equipment, man. You're dealing with chillers, water towers, and that's a big difference, and when you get into that type of heavy equipment, when you're doing really, really, really big jobs, and you got to think of the safety is more important, but especially when it comes to craftsmanship, a lot of people in air conditioning cut corners. So I'm always telling you guys when I come on here on video to hire Spectrum AC, don't cut a corner. Don't hire the chuck in the truck, man. Hire a professional company, man, because you know what? We got professional people who've been doing air conditioning for a lot of years. Truth is, I was joking around with 100 years, but believe it or not, we got well over 100 years experience put together, combined with all the people that we work at Spectrum AC. Our estimator, man, I actually bought his company out, man. He's done AC legitimately for 50 years. You know what I'm saying? He's our full-time estimator. But you know what I'm saying? That's the type of people that you have when you come into Spectrum. It's not just big commercial jobs. We're talking residential. We do a lot of residential. I have 5 install crews just for residential, man. And we take pride from the smallest thing to the biggest thing. So I really want to, show you guys, this is the beginning of this job. that we're just starting, and we're going to send you more video and pictures as when it's done, so you can take a look at like the craftsmanship and the work it takes to do these type of jobs. And this is a small job compared to the jobs that we do. We're just coming here and showing you some of the things that we're doing, and that we take craftsmanship, that even when guys are putting piping, you can see when James and his guys, when they did the piping here, man, everything's on point. It's measured perfectly, it's strapped perfectly. Like, you could just throw that up there and not hang it. Like, it's all about the detail, man. You got to pay attention to the detail when you do air conditioning, and when you're hiring your AC contractor, whether it's for your house, whether for anything, like, pay attention to those things. Look up, I always say to you guys all the time, if you Google Spectrum AC, we have over 650 reviews, 5 stars, man. Like, we don't have one bad review. And honestly, that's not because we haven't had mistakes. We have mistakes, but we take care of them no matter what it costs. Because
100%.
the truth is, it's all about relationships. It's all about customer service. I built this whole company from having men like that around me, leaders like James, and taking craftsmanship and making sure the customer's always right, man. My whole business has been nothing but word of mouth and relationships. So we take a lot of pride in that and all the work that we do. As you can see in the video right there, that's our fresh air ductwork. So when it comes to ductwork, you got single wall and you got double wall, which is a big importance. If you have single wall ductwork that doesn't have any insulation inside of it, that's why it's saying single wall. Single wall would be just straight sheet metal. Then the double wall means there's insulation in it. You're probably asking why. Hey, if you take an ice cold soda, if you go outside, it begins to sweat. So if you got ductwork that's in an area that has high humidity and there's 32-degree air going through it, cold air, what's it gonna do? It's gonna sweat. So not only is it the code, it would have to be double wall. This particular ductwork that we're putting up right now, that's inside that soffit, there is no insulation. It's going to be in there, but that's only single wall because all it is fresh air. It's not cold air coming through. It's bringing fresh air from outside into the building, which is big when it comes to commercial, units and commercial applications. You got to have fresh air because of people and BTUs, because the air conditioning in commercial buildings or commercial applications are a lot bigger than a residential home. Because think about it, if you're at a restaurant or at this big office at the Darth Vader Building, there might be 30 people that work here. Well, people, and this is a learning thing, people put off BTUs, which BTU stands for British Thermal Units. It's actually heat. People put off heat. So believe it or not, if you have a 2,000 square foot place that you would think, oh man, residential, a 5-ton air conditioner would cool that no problem. You got to remember something. At Spectrum AC, we don't call load calculation guys. We don't call energy calculation guys to come up with those numbers. Guess what? We do it ourselves, because we know how to do that. I told you got the professionals. So we do those calculations to find out, hey, there's gonna be this many people in there at this much time, the heat's coming off the window at that time, so that's how people come up with the, how much air conditioning this place is gonna take.
How much calculations. And then sometimes people are sitting, sometimes people are exercising, sometimes at the club they're dancing. There's different calculations according to what the human body is doing.
So when it comes to commercial applications, that's like, very, very important. So everybody's comfortable, especially in buildings and office places, because there's a lot of different people who want it cool here and whatnot. So believe it or not, even though this isn't a very big job, it's a very important job when you get into commercial applications, because you have so many different people in offices and everything has to be balanced and dampered. And yeah, I laugh all the time, man, as a contractor, and I'm actually, not only do I own Spectrum AC, but I'm the qualifier, I'm the mechanical contractor, the license holder. And the truth is, man, from experience, and James will tell you years of doing this, I always like to say, hey man, formal knowledge will get you the interview, but experience is always gonna get you paid. 100%. You could go to school all you want for a million years, but if you haven't done this work and been on the work, and I've done air conditioning since I was 17 years old, starting from ductwork, then becoming an installer, then becoming a lead installer, then putting in chillers, then becoming refrigeration, then becoming a contractor, then becoming a businessman. So it's like, all those things take time. A lot of people, and I want to encourage anybody who might want to start their own business. Everybody wants to be a gangster till it's time to do gangster stuff. It's like, hey man, you got to literally take time to get where you are, because you want to know what? If you try to just jump on it and do that right away, you're losing all that experience. And trust me, the day's going to come, you're going to need that experience. Hey guys, that's going to be the end of today's video, but stay tuned, keep watching, because there's going to be parts of this video. And I want to encourage you to call Spectrum AC, 561-231-4931, your local superheroes for air conditioning.